All right, I'm going to do a video on how to tie a very well-dressed figure eight knot. And the reason I'm making this video is because I've noticed that a lot of climbers, even experienced climbers, tie kind of sloppy figure eights or have twists and ties in it. So anyways, I'm going to show you how I like to do it. You can also do the mirror image version of it and what it should look like. Okay, so what I'm going to start is I'm going to take my rope. Let's say you're going to the gym or the crag, and I'm going to just stretch it out. For me, it's about from my left shoulder to the tip of my finger. And now look what I'm doing with this end here. I'm actually going to let it hang, and I'm going to twist it twice, like so. Then I'm going to take this strand of the rope and I'm going to run it through this hole. And this gives me my initial 8. So now I'm going to change perspective so you can kind of see what it looks like as the climber. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this up through my hard points. And everybody knows how to do this part just fine. Now here's some of the cool tricks that will help you tie it very neatly. Set it so that you're working into the rope, that's this loose end here, is on top of the figure 8, nearest your lower hard point. So notice it's on top, not under, but on top. Now, in my configuration, this line is on the right side of the 8. So I'm going to follow into this knot from the right side. If it was on the left, I would follow on the left side. And I can even show you the reverse because some people like to tie it that way. So I'm tucking on the right side. Now here's the cool thing. Once you do that, pull this snug because this is going to set the distance of the 8 from your harness. A lot of times I see people have their 8s really far, and that's just unnecessary. It's not really a safety issue usually, but it's better to keep it about the size of your own belay loop. So about here for me. At this point, I'm going to trace this line, but I'm actually going to stay. I like to tuck this right through this hole, and I'm going to guide this rope to stay on top of this line because I want to avoid any twists and ties, keeping it near me. Next, I'm going to stay on top of this line, nearest me here, and follow around like this. And then I'll fall through on the right side. Now, if we look here, my line is completely parallel. I'm just going to snug it just a little bit. And this allows my figure 8 to be nice and close, about the same size of my belay loop. In this case, it's exactly the same size. It's well dressed, no twists, no ties. Now to tighten it, you're going to grab one end here and pull either both of these, and the same here. You want to make sure you have at least 6 inches of tail. I like to keep a little bit more because I'm a fan of just tying a simple overhand stopper. This doesn't actually add any security to this knot, but I like to do that just to have a little extra. But that's up to you. You could even technically leave this safe loose, but a lot of gyms will require some form of stopper knot. Okay, so just some type of a stopper knot. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to tie it in reverse. Now, if you just want to use this method and live by it, great. But I think if someone is serious about being knowledgeable at climbing, you should understand how to tie the knot in both orientations. Because you might be helping a friend who's learned the other way, and you don't want to be confused, when you're helping them. You want to know what that looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and do the reverse. Okay, so now I'm twisting my rope the other way and V'ing it through. Again. Okay, so now I have my figure 8 again. But this time it's going to be the mirror image, and you'll see that in just a moment. I'm going to follow exactly the same steps. I'm going to run this up through both hard points. I'm going to position the figure 8 nice and close to my lower hard point. And I'm going to rotate it such that the working end of the rope is on top of my 8, the bottom of the 8 here. Now notice this time the working end follows through the left side of the 8. So I'm going to put my rope on the left side as well. So now I'm tucking on the left side here, like so. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and take that extra slack out. Now I'm going to cross over this line and up through this hole, but I want to keep my working end on top of it. So again, I like to just start with the end like this. And as I tighten it, I can just place this rope on top, like so, to make sure it's going to be very well dressed. And then I'm going to wrap this underneath. And then I'm going to follow through naturally now on the left side instead of the right side. So it's just the reverse, like so. At this point, I'll just gently, I like to hold the knot with my left hand while I position this here so that the knot doesn't slide and doesn't add slack. And then I can tighten this down, like so, and take a look. Here is the reverse version of the figure 8, okay? And of course, you would then also finish this with a stopper knot. In this case, I'm doing the reverse. And I have so much extra tail, I'll actually go ahead and tie a barrel knot. In fact, I'll do a double barrel knot since I've got room. Like so. I like the double barrel knot because it's super clean looking. And there you have it. A nice, secure, well-sized, well-dressed figure 8 knot. When you're tying this, aim to get these qualities in your own knot. Keep the loop about the same size as your belay loop. Make sure your knot is well dressed and there are no crosses. If there are, take your time, figure it out. Watch this video, watch other videos, and just learn to tie a proper figure 8 knot. I think every climber should do that. And also learn how to tie a proper stopper knot. You don't need a barrel knot here. You could just use an overhand knot. But I hope this helps.